Hey guys.
Hey.
So today we wanted to talk about how do we start this?
Well, we've had a few questions in regards to our
Sex.
our sex. No, we've actually had a few questions in regards to whether or not we are open or if we are a sharing type of couple, what our views and thoughts are on monogamy or open relationships. And so we figured that this could be a really great video discussion as to discuss with those who care to know what we think of it.
We just wanted to share our thoughts on open relationships.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, what is an open relationship? What does it entail? Here's the thing. Gay culture in general, or even straight culture for that matter, it's polyamory.
It's more talked about,
I
think, now.
This ability to be in a committed relationship but still share your partner with another individual. Or multiple individuals. Anyway.
So we just had a few drinks also. Yeah. So we had some Moscow mules. We were just getting ready for the night.
Yeah, so it's just a nice unwinding time, and we figured why not while we're kind of unwinded and also a little loosey-goosey discuss a topic.
We only had one drink. Not loose. Well, he probably is.
Yeah, I'm pretty lightweight. So anyway, getting back to the subject, that's exactly what an open relationship is. And so...
Well, it's funny. So when I first came out, I didn't even know what an open relationship was. So maybe I was really sheltered or something. I don't know. But like I started hearing like these people like being in open relationships. And I was like, oh, that's like really interesting. I didn't know people did that. So yeah, I didn't know about that. Now that I'm like, I've been out for a while, even though like straight people do it too. So like... I guess I was sheltered. But yeah, I guess it's pretty common. So I guess the big question is, are we, not the big question, but a question a lot of people ask is if we are in an open relationship.
Now, having said that, we can kind of dive into what our views are on what an open relationship is, or what it is to us.
Yeah, it's just our views on it.
Yeah.
So we are not in an open relationship. I think we're both, first off, too jealous. And then I think we have some old-fashioned views on it as well.
I think it's a little bit more of like a value system. I think for us, like we value monogamy, and to us, like the intimacy that comes with monogamy is just between like the two of us, which makes it a little bit more, I don't know, like for us, the way we see it and the way we view it is just a little bit more like private and personal and special. It's something that the two of us can share, and so I think that's the reason why we lean towards having a closed relationship and keep things monogamous between us.
Yeah.
But having said that, like as far as like, do we agree with this concept of having an open relationship?
We're like, go for it. If you want to do it and if both parties are on board with it, do it. And I think the big thing is just I've had a lot of friends and either one of them wasn't really like in the loop on it, which I don't know how that happens, but it happens. Mm-hmm. And so I think just like if both people are on board with it, I think any relationship, if you have to communicate, and if you guys are on board with the same thing, go for it. And that goes with anything, whether it's sex or anything, communication or whatever it is. So we're like, if it works for you, go for it.
You just have to have that conversation. Even before I think you really settle into a committed relationship, I think that's a really important thing to discuss, or really just your values. Do you value monogamy? Do you value polyamory? Do you value... That's what open relationships are. It's just the more technical term.
Polyandry? What is the word?
Polyamory, like a polyamorous relationship. It's poly, multiple.
Oh, like polygamy.
Yeah, but polygamy is like multiple marriage, but polyamory is like multiple relationships. Yeah, it's like the practice of multiple.
I know what polygamy is because we live in Utah.
Yeah. So, but no, like I think anytime you are, exploring a deeper relationship or more of a committed relationship with another individual, I think as long as you are having these types of conversations with each other where you can discuss these things and say, hey, what do you value with this? Like, do you value that? That way you're not susceptible to hurt feelings or disappointment later down the road, or even, feeling like you're wasting your time with another person because, I
think they're hard conversations to have.
They're very hard.
With you, I feel like it wasn't hard.
No, because I think
so
I made
black
it
and white. He's so
I'm just like, hey, I'm going to let you know.
90-year-old man.
Oh, jeez. I'm like a 90-year-old man, everyone.
Yeah. No, but he's like, I'm not going to do this. No. Not that I was ever.
I was just like, I'm not going to share, I'm not going to share.
But I wasn't either, but he just more like, here it is.
I don't want to share. I don't think and it's not even about sharing. How that hurts.
Oh, it's okay. I'm playing footsies with that.
No, it's not even about sharing. It's more like I want to be able to have an intimate experience and know that is like staying between the two of us. And I think just for me, it's just something that I feel is really just it adds value to me. It makes things special. It makes me feel like I am truly loved and cared for. And I don't think it comes from a place of insecurity or necessarily jealousy. It's just something that I feel like, when I think about him, I want him to feel like, hey, like this is this one person that I can share this most passionate and most intimate thing with, and vice versa. Right? I know that's so old school and so old fashioned, but it really doesn't come from a place of insecurity. And I know, like, I've had conversation. No, and here's the thing, like, I've had conversations with people about it because they're like, oh, you don't believe in open relationships, and they kind of like get all defensive, and it's like, no, I think whatever you choose to do is up to you. But they're like, but don't you know that it's so much more healthy to have an open relationship? Like, couples are 10 times, or they threw out some statistic, like they're 10 times more likely to stay together after so long. And I was like, regardless of what the statistic is, what I value and what I feel for me and my relationship needs is monogamy. Like, that to me just is simple, it's cleaner, and it's just something more that I can really... Yeah. I can value and sit with and just feel like happy. Like I'm happier that way. So,
because I can see both sides.
Yeah,
sure. I can see both sides and say this and that. But then, like you said, just for us, like I think that was both of our values and things like that.
And I think here's the thing. I think because we're like that, should there come a day, if that's even a thing, where we're like, hey, let's explore this, I think where we've already had that conversation, we're actually more likely to be like comfortable having that conversation in the future. But as of like us, we're actually really solid on our relationship together and having just a pure monogamous relationship. So
but yeah, so those are our views on open relationships and what we think about them. We would love to hear your guys' like ideas, if you guys agree, disagree, or just any thoughts that you guys have on it. So put them in the comments, and if you have any other ideas, put them in the comments as well, and make sure to subscribe and like our video.
Okay.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
We're off to bed.
Good night.
Bye.